Hey, this is Samith Pich. I just wanted to update you on what I've been going through over the past couple of weeks and in particularly the last week. In the last week, I fired a coach that I'd been working with for a while, and I felt that there was no longer an alignment, and I found a few things out about them and what they were doing in the marketplace, and I could felt like I could no longer work with them. And this coach was very adamant that by me doing so, I would lose out on potentially a lot of money, and that this would be my downfall. Also, this week, I ended a business relationship that had been going on for a couple of months, and by doing so, I it was very strong likelihood that in only a few weeks I'd be able to be earning at least $1,000 a week or every couple of days quite passively. So by ending that business relationship, I would effectively be walking away from that. So why would I fire a coach and fire myself from what would be a very profitable business relationship? And the business relationship was great, like really good people, trust them totally, a lot of respect and admiration on both sides. Why would I do this? It really came to a head when I realized and when I thought deeply about how I was spending my time. We don't know how much time we have on this planet. We don't know when this day could be our last. And if we really thought about that, if we really thought about how short this time is, can we afford to do anything that is in not true alignment with who we are, what we stand for, what our vision is? Can we afford to do things that are a necessary evil? Can we afford to do things in order so we can set ourselves up for later, or can we afford to do things in the hope that it will get us in a position where we want to be later? When I asked myself that question, the answer was in my heart, no. There's not enough time in the world to do something that you don't absolutely love. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not about go and do what you love and the money will come. This is not about, being so optimistic that you blind yourself to the realities that you face. I know that I have to put money, I know that I have to put food on the table, that I have obligations to meet, that I have to make sure bills are paid for, etc. But I also know that I have a vision for myself. I also know of the person that I see standing right before me in front of the mirror, and I also know the person who I see standing in front of me in the distance that I know I can become and that is waiting for me to walk in those steps. So when you're walking, you can walk in any direction you want, but if you're walking that way, but in your heart, it's saying to walk that way, no matter what you're doing, even if that way eventually turns around to the other way, you're wasting your time. Now, I would rather walk that way and go in circles and things, but still be walking that way any day. So sometimes the fastest way to get there is to move slower and to move deliberately in the direction of what you love most. And I realized that if time is short, that I can't afford to work on things and to work with people that aren't in direct alignment with how I see myself and the vision that I have for my family and my future and the people that I want to serve. So I just want you to think about right now, are you working on what is most important to you and the people you want to serve? Or are you telling a story that goes like this? Are you telling a story that by doing this, you'll eventually get there. I'm telling you now that just work on that. Work on that stuff that you know is in your heart that you have to give. Will there be a period of adjustment? Will there be uncertain times ahead? Yes, absolutely. But I'd rather be working on my great mission, on my masterpiece, than on anything else which is secondary, which is not important. And that's not to say that these other people and these other businesses aren't doing what they think is important. And I think they should continue to do that. That is for them to decide. But for myself, I'm moving in this direction. I've got a vision and I'm going to make it happen. See you there. Bye bye.